Good evening, everyone. My name is Jaquise Moore. I am the host of this awesome page, Learning with Jasmine, and we are have to start right now. We have to start right now because I have to cover a lot of things in a timely manner, and we're actually going to do 2 nights in one. The reason being because tomorrow is Saturday night and it is family night. And in order for me to have this covered, I need to do it today. So I know that you guys will still get the benefit, whether it's today or tomorrow, it will be the same information. So you might as well just, enjoy it right now. I will cancel tomorrow because it will be done today. So I'm glad you guys have come on. For those who are here, those who are not, I know that you guys will come and watch it a little bit later on. So we're gonna get started. Okay, um, for those who don't know me, I am an autism advocate mom. My child has autism, and this is what the page is all about. And this month is Autism Awareness Month. And so we have literally done uh, a show. I have done a show every night. Again, tomorrow is family nights, and so in order for me to impact that information, we're gonna do it tonight. And so we're gonna cover a lot of things. So, and I have I'm not just saying it. I'm going to post articles for you to read. So we're gonna get started with self interest, you guys. So I'm gonna write this down and I'm gonna post it. Okay, so self-interest. Here's an article that you guys can actually look under. I've probably posted this stuff before, but not really just said anything about it. I just posted it. It's a really great article. And so self-interest is basically what it means. Like these topics are like, oh, okay. Yeah, and so it's basically the oh okay moment for parents. And so now we have to incorporate, okay, how can we have that oh okay moment all the time that makes sense? I say, and I've learned in the past 4 weeks, do not break something if it's already fits. So self-interest is self, the person who is interested in something, they're going to take love and take joy of it. Frozen, banging my head on the wall every single time. Right now, she's singing Frozen song. Banging my head on the wall because she is in love with Frozen. But it's self interest. It can possibly motivate her to do schoolwork, and it has. I'm just throwing out there, banging my head on the wall. Okay, but it works. My self interest could be music, so obviously I can get a lot of things done when I play music because it's playing. Okay, it's like a dumb moment right here. Like we're getting to the point that we having so many articles and so many research. Like I'm actually in a research method class right now in my master's, don't have to do anything about autism, and I literally like, okay, I can only speak about autism because obviously I'm researching a lot of things that comes along with it as being a parent. And oh my goodness, I have to pull up something. Hold on, you guys, I have to pull up something. I literally was like, wow moment. Here we go. Here's my wow moment. I'm gonna read it to you. I told my classmate that I was going that I was going to give her a shout out. Now where did I put it? Okay, it's right here. Okay, literally a shout out to my classmate. I don't know her. Her name is Danya. And she says, from the moment I greet my students, at the door to the moment they exit the room. I am gathering information on every learner. And then she says on the post that we have to do, my first approach allows me to be mindful of the source of information. Not all sources are reliable or valid to accept. Wow. Wow, you guys. So I'm just letting you guys know that, it's game time. And so it was something that kind of spoke to me, was like, if she's a teacher and when she greets her students, and ever since then she's like examining and observing and looking around and making sure that, but then to be mindful of how she basically approached them. I could do that to my daughter. I could do that for my daughter. I could make sure that my approach is fitting her need, not the other way around. We live in a life of I'm the parent, you're the child type of thing. But in the sense with individual autism, that actually might be a trigger. So I'm just like, just throwing out there. You can take it or leave it, but I'm gonna tell you it works. So self interest is that's what it is. Self interest. I am interested in something, so I'm going to make sure that I have 100% attention. So if that the red car is, why are you playing with the same car? Like type of thing. Then use that as, so how many cars do you see? Let's count. Pre-K. It's just something that, like, okay, you love cars. It's like, oh, you love blocks. So let's count the blocks. Put something that goes along with it. So self-interest, kind of like, I would say, think outside of the box, basically. So I highly recommend you reading that one. So self-regulate. Now we're going to go to self-regulate. I'm going to put that on here. Hold on, you guys. Self-regulate. Now, what is self-regulate? Here's another great article for you guys to read, okay? And self-regulate is controlling your body, basically. Controlling your body, controlling your everything that goes along with, can they bounce back, if that makes sense. Remember I told you that she had little moments, probably yesterday, right? And after a while, like always, she'll just stop and just like pretend like there's nothing happened. It's like, that's what it is. But it's like, how can we tap into it before it gets to the extreme? What are the strategies that you could use as a parent? What may work for me and my child may not work for you and yours. So I want you to think outside the box, because this is awareness. This is awareness. I want you to brainstorm. I want you to think about some of the ways that you could possibly think outside the box and give them self-interest. So whatever this self-interest is, how can you create it in the curriculum? How can you create it in a lesson, right? How can you create it in the social skills? And how can you create it, like, with doing life skills, right? And then self-regulate. Self-regulate. How can we control our bodies, right? Now we have tied into those things. That's part one. That was supposed to be for today. Hey, 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 hey. And now we're going to go and dive into a little bit more deeper into those things. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you get Part A, on point. Part B will not be as much. If you get part now I should have switched over. I should have put tantrums versus meltdowns and the four functions first, and then I would have gave you the self-interest and the self-regulate. But I want you to think about this first. I want you to get the positive part first. The self-interest and the self-regulate. If you get that as a parent, like if you, that could be instilling you, grain in your body, like literally you are literally on the move with self-interest and self-regulate as a parent with a child who has autism. Then the tantrums and the tantrums and meltdowns and the four functions of behavior, I'm trying to tell you from experience, it will decrease. So you know, just letting you know. So here we go. I'm going to do tantrums versus meltdown. Remember, this is just a awareness month, and so I'm not going to go into further details. And so now I'm going to give you another thing that you could do. I got a lot of reading for you to do, you guys. Lots of reading. Okay. Okay. So it's being redirected. Like, what is going on? But you are being redirected. Okay. So anyway, tantrums versus meltdowns. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Now I have it. Really. I have it on my picture. Okay. So here we go. I'm just gonna break down in it. A tantrum. Cognitive function intact. Deliberate choice to behave this way. So they're choosing to behave this way. Yeah, I'm gonna play that card. I'm gonna play that card with mommy. I'm gonna play that card with daddy, right? Can last for hours, days. I can't do that one. No, not anymore. If goal is not met. Playing the cards. Uses bargaining, bargaining as a tactic. So like if you do this for me, I will do that for you, basically. Can develop into a meltdown. Now, it is in between the lack of skills and triggers. Okay, so now again, read the stuff. Read the stuff. Meltdowns, inability to think. So the tantrum, I had a choice. And the meltdown, I have inability to think. Okay. Like cognitively, okay, so I'm sorry, tantrum, cognitive function intact, meltdown, inability to think. Now you're having a choice that you want to behave that way, that's a tantrum, versus a meltdown, unconscious reaction, involuntary response. So the nagging will not work. You're not gonna get this. Talking to myself. Here's a mirror right here, right? Okay. Can last for hours, days if goal is not met. A meltdown will be time limited. And it will not bargain and then never turn into a tantrum. So basically, a tantrum can turn into a meltdown, but a meltdown cannot turn into a tantrum, by the way. This is a great read, you guys. I highly recommend you doing understanding about tantrum versus meltdown. For me, did not know that there was a difference. Just did not know that. I was like, okay. I didn't know there was a difference. So when I was like, trying to address whatever it was, it probably was not even a tantrum. It was probably a meltdown. Just a little FYI. Okay, so here we go. Here is something that, again, we were talking about ABA, and this is like the big debate about ABA, right? But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're open to change the responses, guide your child into the more positive, healthy way, self-interest, self-regulate, tantrums versus meltdown, but now understanding the four functions of behavior. Now, this is just psychology. I'm just letting you know. I have a master's in psychology. I remember the four functions of behavior. It's definitely is a psychology thing. And so here we go with the four functions of behavior. Okay, I'm typing that in. Okay, here we go. Because this right here is your ticket home. If you don't hear anything else that I have said tonight, I mean, if you have not, like, okay, I really don't understand. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you can get the four functions of behavior in your head as a parent and know where to go, it's like you're in your car, you have four ways to go, but you can only go one way at that time. If you get this in your head, you will support your child like there's no other. Like it will be to this, like the top notch. Like if something happens with Jasmine, I know what it is right quick, and I can guide. I mean, it's to the point like before she even say, I'll be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do with da, 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 da. And I remember like a few times her dad would be like, whoa, mom, you got it. I'm like, yeah, I got a down pack. It's like just that simple when you really think about what people do and why they want to do it. That's what it is. Escape. If I don't want to go to a meeting on Zoom, what do you do as a parent? What do you do as you don't have to have autism. What do? You turn off your camera. You're escaping. You do not want to be bothered, right? That's what it is. Attention. With that significant other or husband, wife, whatever. And you're like laying them down like, hi, that's attention. Tangible. You want to hold something in your hand. And then sensory. I want to listen to some music. Oh, I want some chocolate. I just like the taste of chocolate. That is sensory. So we as adults do this, and guess what? No exceptions with individuals with autism. They are human too. There is not an oh, we are this and then they are that. No, no, they're gonna grow up and they're gonna become adults. And that's what we are. We are definitely we do things because of whatever those type of things, whatever we want to do, whatever how we want to do it. If we want to spend all this time scrolling down on Facebook, okay, it's just that simple. And when you really think about those things, then you understand a little bit more about, how can I create something that's more healthy, right? And so again, I'm going back, self-interest. If Jasmine wants to listen to Let It Go for the 1900th time in a day, then how can I create that into a program How can I motivate her? Okay, so she loves music. So maybe, and she loves to see it. Okay, so self-interest is frozen. Okay, and then she wants sensory music, and she wants the tangible, which is the computer. So how can I do that? And music, singing to and dancing around, right? How can I do that? Oh, I can motivate her. We talked about motivation a little while ago. I can motivate her to do her schoolwork with Frozen. Boom. I just got that down pack. And even though I'm banging my head on the wall, because oh my goodness, it's Frozen again. But if she has a moment, and I call it a moment because everyone has moments. I really don't like it called tantrum versus meltdowns. We have a moment. Sometimes I don't want to be bothered. I have a moment. Sometimes I just don't want to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. That's a moment. That's an scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? I'm escaping from whatever it is. Okay. Well, I'm going to give her that much respect because she's human. And sometimes she does not want. I'm. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. She was doing math, and she's like, "I love math. Oh yes, I do." And I'm like to myself, not some days. You know what I'm saying? But hey, she has a positive attitude, and she did it. And when she don't have that positive attitude, she doesn't do it. Okay, that makes sense, right? But it's a simple fact. The simple fact that if I can create something that can help her be guided and supported with everything that goes along with it, then yeah. So I'm really big on the four functions of behavior. Really big. If you guys read what I post on the comments below and really think about how to support your child or a student with ASD or a child who doesn't have I have dyslexia. Um, And so there's certain things that my mother did for self-interest for me so I can love school. And now I just need to be finished with school because it's like I'm doing a program, I'm doing a program, but now I love school. If something has whatever it is in life and you need to look past what you can only reach right now. What does that look like to you as a parent, as a student, or as an educator? And so these four things that comes along with self-interest means something that they're interested about. Okay, how can I tap into those things so that their learning can be, oh well, I got something out of it because I like cars. And you didn't tell them okay, let's time it's for math, it's time for math. So I started using actually frozen videos and asking questions about what happened because her speech therapist said that there's you know um lack of communication when it comes down to understanding the past and the present. And so we would watch the videos and I would stop it and I'll ask, and I will actually use the WH question, like who, what, when, where, and why, and how. And that will actually help her with her IEP. Boom. Just because it's frozen, she'll be interested and she'll answer the questions. Just a little throw up, like that's what it is. And so the thing about it is that if we tap into the interests of our children, then they will be more open to have those conversations. happens, right? And even though it's like we're banging our head on the wall because that person is still repeating itself about whatever they're interested in, but that's what we do all the time too, you know? And so like we have to be respectful of that. So it then self-regulate again, controlling our body, controlling everything that goes along with our feelings. You know, I allow Jasmine to say, I'm mad at you, mommy. But I say, just don't put your hands on me. And so that's the self-regulation, um, controlling body awareness that we talked about last night. Body awareness, because again, it's about body. Like how much can I control my body? Self-regulate, right? And so then tantrums versus meltdown, and then the four functions of behavior. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I definitely highly recommend you reading these articles and looking them up yourself and be more aware and be mindful and create a place where you can support your children and your students in a healthy way. And I'm gonna tell you right now, once we and here's the email again. I mean the the quote from my classmate don't Danya, who said, from the moment I greet my students at the door to the moment they exit the room, I am gathering information on every learner. So that means that every time, the very first time you say hi to your child, you are gathering information to the time they go to bed about who they are, what their interests are, what they would like to do. You are gathering the information. And so once you gather the information, use it. It works. It works. It really works. And so it's so important that we don't live the life of I'm the parent and you're the child and then continue on living, and then when it comes down to them could be possibly independent, now they're not fully ready. And I'm not talking about those who you know cannot physically, or there might be a challenge. I'm talking about emotionally, when we are like literally puppying our children, right? Oh, you have an interest, but you go into your room and you play with your toys and your interests. I started doing, I posted this on my personal page. I'm going to get off because I'm saying it too much. But I literally have had an issue with playing with Jasmine just because of my personality. Just be honest. And so I I have started, what I'm started doing was asking her, what are we going to play? That's the first question. And then how do you want to play it? Because I am the type of person that is going to be a go person. I am going to go and I'm going to do it. If I make up my mind, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. And so I've noticed sometimes that then she doesn't want to play with me when she asks me to play with her. There's a difference. There's a wide difference between playing with your child and your child playing with you. It doesn't work like that. So then we live in the puppet world. And so, getting down and playing hide and go seek with her stuffed animals. Okay. Whatever the case may be that goes along with spending time with her. And that's her interest. So Barbie, Barbie might be next. Okay, what was Barbie doing? Type of thing. And she'll have that great opportunity to to express her feelings and express her her, use big words, use a big sentence because she's interested in something. Just letting you know, it works. It works. So I'm saying too much. I hope that you guys take heed and read those articles. And so again, tomorrow night there will be no tomorrow night show. I will cancel the one that says tomorrow night because it's on them right now. So we have the tonight and we have tomorrow night included together because tomorrow is family night, and so I have to have family night. Okay, so I will see you guys on Sunday. Okay, again, I will see you guys on Sunday night because today and tomorrow night is included in tonight's show. So please look under the articles and read it. If you just came on, wait until this is uploaded and then watch the whole thing over again and really take heed of what I have said. I'm telling you right now, everything that goes along with these articles, I have tried myself multiple times with Jasmine and it has worked. But we have to be mindful of this in here, up here, as a parent. All right, so I see you guys on Sunday night. All right, bye bye.